Alright guys, welcome back to another Relentless recap. I was not going to make a recap today, but I'm pushing through. So some of you guys might recall the end of the stream that I said I'm starting to get a headache, and I was absolutely right. In fact, after the live stream, I went straight to get some medicine, hoping that that would help. But man, I have been down for the count for the entire day, and everything that I had on my schedule, I just had to push it back, and I've been resting up. And I wasn't gonna do a recap, but I said we cannot go out like this. So relentless, being relentless, and getting out a recap. So hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and let's talk a little bit about how we were able to make $1,200 today trading a couple of stocks. So let's take a look at our positions tab, and we can go through in alphabetical order. Stock ADMP, decent move. This one has been getting beaten up on the daily chart, selling off over the last couple of days. Bounced up here today, and I had a hard time. A little tricky here. I think this is one of the better setups we had. It was below VWAP, but nice quick flag and break. But up and down, and right here we had this grind up that was just steady but hard to get a proper entry for me. Sometimes I do need separation. Sometimes I need a range, like a big range. And this grind was not doing that. And so, it wasn't pulling back, no entries. I got chopped around, and on the last candle, it took off. And so this got my attention. It pulled back here. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try and buy this pullback. Bought it here. Bought it here. It went lower. Had some small losses. bjdx. This one we got green on early. Essentially watching at the potential double bottom here. So we had a low of 1002, high of 1114, dollar a share range. Talking about range, right? It pulls back all the way down to 1021. And I believe I might have bought this candle, but if not, I definitely bought this candle here when we came back down and had a low of 15 and started the slingshot. And so, we broke down by what, 5-6 cents, and it ripped back up. So in seeing that, I jumped in and rolled the momentum back to the upside. We wanted to see the 1-minute candle make the new high right here over the 200 EMA at 1093. It did. It got to 11, but then it rejected. So after that, this one kind of, it tried one more time right here and just to the depths. And right here, I really thought this thing was going to get going over 11, but, was not the case. But we were able to make some money there. COOK, another stock where, the front side I missed. I saw it late. It was called out. I saw it a little late. And I, missed this first move up. It pulls back. I start watching, and then it surges up, but it does it in a very it was actually pretty aggressive. Like, this is an aggressive move. And I was also watching at one of the other stocks at this time. I think I might have been watching at bjdx. What time is this? What is this? 9:36. Let's see. I believe bjdx, 41 36. I was watching something else. I don't know what it was, but I was watching something else and looked away for about 15 seconds, and this thing was just going. So I said, okay, I'm going to trade this pullback. Can we get a quick flag here? Maybe a 3-bar play or something. Get a green candle to open up and then go like this, back to the upside. That was not the case. So I got long here. It just kept going down. So lost 136. MSGM, $4 loss, scratch trade, nothing to really see. But I was attempting the first daily candle to potentially make the new high. Hold on. I don't know why I zoomed in over there. Yeah, on this side. So this high was at 625. And let's see, at this time we had 596 and then 614. So as it was pushing up, I'm like, hey, are we gonna rip right through 625 and potentially get a 3-bar play on the daily chart and a big green candle like this? Maybe get back up there to like $8. That did not happen. RETO. My memory. Was this one halted? I think it was. I can't remember. So I have to check on E-Trade. Yeah, okay, it was. So this one was halted for 5 minutes, just out of nowhere. I think breaking news or something. Halted sideways, halted up 5 minutes, resumes lower, and then rips over the high. So break of 333. But this was tricky. I kind of had a hard time there, trading this thing. And then it did curl back up a little later, but I had a hard time on this one. I believe this green candle is what, and we can check here. Let's check. Sometimes your memory is so bad. All right. Let's pull it up here. Refresh. Yeah, this candle. And then we came down and searched back up. We got a couple of trades in there as well. So not too bad there. Memory not that bad after all. ttoo. I think for the people that did well, they probably caught it down here early. They probably caught it early right here. This was kind of like the buying area. I missed it. From there, it ripped up. I did attempt some trades. I believe it was here. Just was not able to capitalize properly. You can see, this wick here, false break to the highs. Then it goes. ttoo had a hard time. YELL. On the other hand, we were able to capitalize here. YELL, man. So, initially, this one is on the daily chart continuation. It's been going up for a few days. It opens up, it's a little weak, but it gets above VWAP. We get this flag. And this happens to give a really good bear trap. I missed this entry down here. So what happens is that the stock looks like it's failing. And then it just surges back up off the VWAP level. So if we're watching at this, let's say we have a tight stop here against these lows. Maybe there, or maybe even a little higher stop right here. Some people might stop out, but it looks like it's failing, right? Because we come down sharp, but then it's like out of nowhere, buyers either a short seller cover and it starts to go back up, or people are just buying and holding, and it starts to go. And I started watching at it for high of day here, or let's say the high of this area, around 50. It was at 45. It just teleports to 70. It literally teleports to 70. I don't even get a chance to buy, so I missed that move. But once we start to get this right here, this channel, trying to attack the lower side, sometimes sell it a little higher, and then so it essentially gave a bit of a flat top. And in this case, can we get above the level? Can we hold above the level? And if we do, I can take a long and try and sell into the high. So after that, let's fast forward. It comes back down, and it's a little tricky here. It doesn't quite go, but I think I took this setup. I'm long. Was it 360? Was it this setup that I took, or maybe a different one? Let's pull up the show trades. No, I didn't touch that. Okay, so I took a different one. Let's see, at the 5, what time was this? 10:30. Okay, I remember. So when we look at the wick on this candlestick, I kind of was worried about buying low with this type of weakness. So when we pulled away here and we had this pullback, this is where I got aggressive at 412. In fact, I bottom ticked this area and held into the higher push to 40, but I think I got chopped out. I sold into the green, but I got chopped out. I think it came back down one last time right here. Yeah, son of a gun, I tell you. And I had a trailing stop, so I'm long down here. I'm in down here. It gets up to a high of 43, but I sold early the first time. And then it pulls back. Is my memory any good? Or was it, let's see, 14? No, I think I'm long here. Sold up here. Yeah, this is what it was. I'm long down here, sold up here, then got back in down here. I sold shares into this candle. A couple shares. Watch this. So I sold 600 shares at an average of 37. So I'm in holding. And then unfortunately, it chops me out right here because, you know, after we get the high, after we get this high of 43, I told myself there's no way I'm allowing myself to get out of this on a red when the remaining of my position. So I set trailing stop in my head 10 cents above my entry, which is 12. So my trailing stop is at 22. It comes down to 18 here. And I sold the remaining of my position at like 20, thinking it was going to fail. And it surges right back up. And so I said, okay, I'm going to start scalping. So the 1 minute candle makes a new high. I take a couple of scalps, scalp, and then it ends up pulling back, and that was it. That was the day, guys. 1,200 bucks. Oh, the pastor. I despise having headaches, man, because it's like it just throws me off my game. But I think I know why. I haven't been sleeping early, and I've been waking up early, which is, you know, 4 to 5 hours of sleep these last few days, which has been terrible. So tonight we shall go to sleep no later than 10 p.m. market time. That way I can get full 8 hours of sleep and be ready for tomorrow because we got to get back to work here. All right, guys, remember to be careful in the community. Remember that there's a lot of spam, there's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of people pretending to be me, impersonating, right? These guys are being very criminal. And, you know, unfortunately, they're looking for the easy way. They're using tactics. They're talking about mirror trading, copy trading, options trading. They're talking about Bitcoin. They're even talking about MMU. So be careful. I will never sell MMU to anyone via PayPal. All right. I will never sell MMU to anyone via PayPal. I was supposed to make a full video on this. I'll put it out on Saturday. I put out a full video on Saturday, a quick short video, 3 to 5 minutes, talking about the tactics that these people are using. So remember, I will never message you first either. I will never message you first. I'll never ask you for money. I will never ask you to click on any weird link. I will never be selling MMU for $100. In fact, the course is already so cheap. The price of MMU is actually going to go up soon over time. But there's no way I'd sell the course for $100. It just doesn't make any sense for the value that's there. So if it's too good to be true, it is. Watch out on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the social media platforms. All right, guys, hit that thumbs up. It's been RT, and I am heading out. Stay safe, stay green.